Last spring, I read Tim O'Brien's award-winning war novel, The Things They Carried, composed of short stories all dealing with the soldiers' experience in Vietnam. Asked by our teacher to write a story with the prompt of becoming perfect at something, I chose an activity all too familiar. How to become a perfect procrastinator. High school involves much more than academics. Everyone knows it. Teenage years are tough. They're right about that. However, students must take so many classes and earn high grades in all to get into college, so they have no time for more. At least that's the case at Saratoga High, which I attended. For anything besides studying, a guy has to learn coping skills. At least that was my situation. After coasting along in middle school, I found my head spinning and landed hard. From no homework on weekends, single-page essays, if we had them, and breezy tests, I felt shell-shocked without time to breathe. Luckily, I joined the basketball team, where instead of harassment by upperclassmen, they willingly taught us the ropes. Taught us to cope, which saved me. At least I thought so then. I met Chet, a sophomore who took me under his wing. With confident demeanor and big smile, he impacted me. I believed everything he said. To my worrying about schoolwork, he threw back his head and laughed. "Relax, or you'll never have any fun," he ordered as we shot around after practice. "There's other ways than drudgery, you know." "There are?" I probed. "Tell me one." "First, chill out," he ordered. "You've got to become a procrastinator." Something had to give, so I enrolled in Chet's School of Procrastination and watched him intently. One day, he arrived late to media arts class, glasses on the tip of his nose, a pile of books in his right arm, and a pen at the ready. "Hey, Mr. B," he exhaled. "I've been trying so hard to get the documentary done. I worked all last night to finish it. Plus, I was even here on campus at dawn." "All alone? Where was your group?" Mr. B queried, his own glasses down on his nose as he sat at his desk. "Honestly, Mr. B, I was the only one in my group who cared enough to show up last night to finish this project." His group members, one and all, glared at him. But the high school rule is not to rat out others. The classroom grew quiet, and I could see Mr. B caving. Chet continued, "This is why I dislike group projects so much. One member gets stuck with the most work, and everyone gets the same grade." Outwitted, Mr. B capitulated. All right. I'll give you an extension until the day after tomorrow since you got stuck with most of it." Satisfied, Chet walked to his empty seat next to me and winked. Thus, I learned my first lesson. A perfect procrastinator should blame his group. Extensions occur that way, even if it takes throwing classmates under the bus. And he had done so well. I could tell he'd done it for a long time. Chet enjoyed his exclusivity of turning it in after everyone else. Yes, he was the consummate blamer. What bothered me was the number of people who secretly disliked him. But I realized if I were to get time for other activities, I might need to follow in his footsteps. Thankfully, I didn't follow him for too long, as I'm off to college next year. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience.
Thank you, Aditya.